Hello managers, and another game week gone by. Another match day finished in the race to Champion League glory, and a week when there were 3 red cards. The Premier League nearly delivered a both teams to score accumulator with just 2 clean sheets, that's 1 game, available this week. That was Bournemouth and No Score United. Haaland a better choice this week with 6 goals this season. Time to change allegiances from Salah perhaps. The Tinkers League is split on this, with only a few having both players, our current league leader being one of them. And I'll mention it now, it's a Saturday 11 AM UK time deadline. This week's Manager of the Week is AFC Strummerville, and that's 69 points, and at last a weekly rank worth talking about. That's a top 7% performance at 91,421, and as a bonus, up 12 in the league to up 11 places this week to 12th. It's Luke though that we need to keep an eye on at the moment. The Violets now lead the way in the overall, and also they lead the way in September's Manager of the Month competition. Samba look best placed to challenge for this month's award. They're 6 behind the Violets and 10 ahead of third. Running through the top 5 that we have at the moment, that's the Violets, followed by 2026, Kinder, Samba and the Royal Oak. And just consider that given some past recognition of achievements, that league table, top 5, reads as this: multiple Champions League winner, league champion, current league champion, Champions League winner, league champion. They're out for another. And just to finish with the parish notices, so close to our first member of the Fingers and Toes Club. Worrell, you are not helping the league, averaged with a score of 21 this week. On that note, our average was 47, the FPL average was 42, so as a league overall we were above, well done. I was bang average this week, unfortunately. And John Bell, you lucky, well, I think actually whatever team you put out, you have 3 points over me this week. Let's start with Champions League 2, but Group 2 for a change, where the Violets secured 3 points, along with number 9, Every Now and Ben, and Bison. That means that 2026 drop points for the first time this campaign, but they do retain top spot in Group 2. Number 9 stay second, but level on points for 2026 now. The Violets up to third. Our relegation risks are 1 point anchors and corner taken quickly. And the game to watch next week, that's number 9 up against 2026. Off to Group 3, where Smalley was defending their 100% record. And failed. Winners Slot and Found just scraping through. Strummerville, our Manager of the Week, and the Full Monty 57 also taking 3 points this week. The Full Monty with a 37-point score getting the 3 points. Perky takes advantage of the bye, the second lowest score this week, getting 3 points from a score of 27. The Full Monty take over at top of the group. Smalley are down to second with Slot and Found up to third. 6 points cover the group, and it does seem the most competitive league to avoid relegation. It's Group 4, and can Callum be the only team to retain a 100% start in Champions League qualification? Yes, he bloody can. Callum, he's 7th overall, he's one of our junior members in the Tinkers League, and the Sharps don't have Salah or Haaland. I'm just saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Just don't skin cats. Also with 3 points this week, that's the Tav, the Royal Oak and Jenks 44. There's a dogfight to get out of Group 4. On the top 3 is the door. Sharps and Tav seem secure at the moment. Royal Oak up to third. Promotion may be their main objective. Slot Machine really need to realise that gambling never wins, and a strategic wildcard can quickly change the dynamics of group standings, and maybe this week. The Battle of the Pubs next week, that's Nursery Taverner against the Royal Oak, and that will be the one to watch in Group 4. And let's rewind all the way back to Group 1. Every game was decided by 1 point in Group 1. I've alluded already to Dalton's slimy, sly, lucky win over the Lodgers. Ping Pong won 57-56. Ben won 59-58. And Samba won 62-61. It really isn't a great position for Polish, still yet to record any type of points in Champions League qualification, or the Lodgers just with the 3 points. Kinder's loss drops them down from the top slot to third. Samba are now top of the shops. And game of the week to look forward to is Ben against Samba in matchday 6. Ping Pong, just to finish off the league table, are up to second. So there's just back to those red cards that I talked about earlier. And teams having Sanchez will be relieved to know that a midweek League Cup game clears the 1-game suspension debt. And I thank Samba and Chris with a K for that information and clarification. Surely a get out of jail card for some of you managers. You wouldn't have been happy if you'd had to put Burnley keeper Dubravka in against the City attack as an alternative. Would you have actually wasted a transfer to get out of that hole? Well, it's all hypothetical. I'm sure it'd be right. But what would you do if one of your strikers gets sent off in the League Cup midweek? One door opens and the other slams shut. It's a Saturday 11 AM deadline, managers. Get that average up if you can. Worrell, there's rumours of an EGM, a possible vote of no confidence. Any comments? Polish, similar noises from the streets of Middleton. Fans are disgruntled and hoped for more after the early wildcard. The only team with no points in Champions League qualification this season. Voice or video notes accepted in response or defence. Happy tinkering, everybody.